You guys have been asking for a striker link. Well, guess what? We've got one for you today. And as people kept telling me a few weeks ago, be careful what you wish for. Welcome to the transfer news. Good morning, good evening, good night. Hope you're doing well and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest transfer news. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a striker link. It's what you all wanted. It's what you all wanted. Don't shoot the messenger. That's all I'm saying. Hope you guys are doing well. And don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m, we've got Frank Clark. I can't wait for it. Make sure you're tuned in. It will be a live evening with the legend. All right, let's jump into this. I'm going to ask you to hit the like button now, because after I say what I need to say, you may not want to hit the like, so you may want to unlike it. Make sure you're subscribed and all the rest of it. But Che Adams is linked yet again with Nottingham Forest, and I just, look, how can I start with this one? How can I start? I've been feeling like positive since the moment that beautiful man Nuno walked through the doors. It's been happy clapper city for me. Everything's been on an upward trajectory. I've been really positive, but I feel that Hulk inside me, man. That don't make me angry stuff building back up. I can feel my face going a bit green, because yes, I want a striker as well, but I want a competent striker to be linked to Nottingham Forest. Not this Mopay 2.0, man. Seriously, it's just no thank you. Let's get it out of the way off the bat. He is not good enough for the Premier League. He's not good enough right now for the Championship at Southampton. And suddenly, because a player has 6 months left on his contract, he becomes interesting. Not to me. Not to me. How do you guys feel about this one? Okay, let's get into the details of it, and let's give you the background on our beloved Che Adams. Che Adams, who was born in England, but too crap to play for the English team, so changes his nationality to Scottish. And I don't even know if he's still playing for them. I'd be surprised. Let me know in the comments down below if he is. Anyway, he's 27 years old. Started his career back in Oadby Town. Then he went to Ilkeston, then Sheffield United, then Birmingham, and then Southampton. At Southampton, he's played 146 games and scored 31 goals. And this season, he's got 6 league goals in, I think, like 20 appearances and 2 assists, and then 1 more in the cup. And he's just not it, man. I mean, all I remember when I see Che Adams is this right here. Open goal, header, bang, onto his hands from 1 yard out, and the goal's disallowed. Like, do I need to continue the video after that? Like, is there any point? Let's see it again. Let's see it again. Ball comes in, 2 yards out, maybe. Jumps up, heads the ball onto his hand, into the net. At least it went into the net, and disallowed. That's the quality of striker we've been linked to now. So that's what I said at the start of the video. Be careful what you wish for, because this definitely isn't what I'm wishing for. And yes, it's the first time I'm being negative. Even some of the links that I've seen that I haven't been totally on board with, like Alejo, etc., I can still see some logic behind them. This one just feels like, yo, you know what it feels like? You're at Tesco's, you get to the till, you're about to check out, and they've got discounted some out-of-date packet of crisps or chocolate or something. And you're just thinking, it's got the yellow sticker on, all right, I'll just take it. That's what Che Adams is. Che Adams is a yellow sticker at Tesco's, and I don't want him. I don't want him. Now, there is some good news. And the good news is that there are other clubs linked. So Wolves fans watching this, good luck. Palace fans watching this, I mean, you'd probably see him as an upgrade anyway. I grant you that. But the real good news is that it looks like Wolves are the front runners in this one. And that's the best hope I can give you if, of course, you're on my side of the argument and don't want him. Now, could you see him, again, trying to be positive, as a decent backup for Taiwo? Is he better than Chris Wood? I'd probably say no. I really would. I'd probably rather have Chris Wood there. But In theory, he's a bit younger than Chris Wood. He'll be cheaper on the wages, etc. With Chris Wood about his contract coming into the last 6 months, there could be some logic behind this. I'm clutching at straws. But he is definitely not a starter. In fact, let's just have a quick look at his stats and you'll see what I mean. They're just not impressive at all. So you can see here, 27 years old, apparently Scottish, a bit like me. Not even that tall for a striker, 175 centimeters, which is what, 5'10"? Valuation 12.5. That's the bit I just can't get my head around. But let's have a look at his games. Played 22 this season for Southampton, started 10, gets about 50 minutes per game, 6 goals. XG is 5.42. But what I want to look at, which you can do on this app, is if we just bring it to the Premier League, because that's more relevant, really. Again, in a struggling Southampton team, he started 23 games, played 28 in total. Excuse me. I'm getting, again, just Che Adams' throat right now. And got 5 goals. And let's have a look at his assists in that season. 3 assists. Now, Southampton were crap. Sorry, Mike, I know. But you'll agree with me. But he's just not a striker for me whatsoever. And his stats, I mean, he was averaging a 6.79. He played crap against Forest, 6.3. But I just would not take him. I really would not. But what do you guys think? Would you take Che Adams? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, enough talk about Che Adams. Get him off my screen. Let's move on to our next item. And it's basically in other news. I thought I'd do a quick roundup on some Forest players. We got Larea coming back from his loan back to Nottingham Forest. Although Vancouver want him, the story is they can't actually afford him. So I don't know if that means we're going to negotiate the price. I mean, there's not much to negotiate. He's not worth more than like 1 or 2 mil. So there's not much room to go down in. And come on, man, seriously, how tight are you lot going to be? Just take him on. We don't need another fullback. We've also had Hwang coming back to Forest in this week as well after his loan deal at Norwich. Obviously, there's some alleged stuff going on with him that we ain't going to get into right now. But if you know, you know. And then the other one that's come back is Mighton. But I think Mighton is going to be, well, pushed hard to be put out back on loan again this January. Outside of that, guys, I've got no real big, breaking, exciting stories to tell you apart from we got Frank Clark tonight at 7 p.m. So make sure you're tuned in for that. That's your latest Forest news as it stands. We'll keep you up to date as always. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you're new. And do me a favor, go and watch the video we released this morning, which has my top 5 players of the season so far from 5 to 1. And if you haven't seen it, get in those comments and let me know who's your player of the season for Forest so far. We'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. That video will be there somewhere or there. It'll be on your screen. Come on, you Reds.